Hi, Statesmen Nation. We're here with Caleb Drake as we preview the 2025 men's cross country season. Coach, before we get into 2025, let's talk about 2024. We had a bunch of really great individual performances, all kind of built around D'Artagnan Beaver, but let's just recap 24 real quick.
Yeah, track was great. I mean, even if you look back to cross country, we had a first and third run of the conference. I mean, you can't replace that.
Yeah.
You know, no matter what you do in the off season or during your recruiting window. So, it was a great year. You know, I think we took some maybe steps as a program that were less visible as far as like our consistency. That's something that, especially as the conference has grown this year, that we want to establish ourselves as a top three or top third, I guess I should say, program. And that's something to me that it shows a consistent piece. And we've been that for the last 3 years now. And so, you know, as we do step in and talk about this season a little bit, that's something we're looking to continue. But yeah, I mean, D'Artagnan had a great year. You know, he won conference, and I don't think anybody had any questions about that. Even in the race, I don't think anybody had any doubts about that. And just to highlight, you know, I think he's gotten a lot of attention during his time. He's still finishing school here and been a great still leader on our team in a different seat. But he was so dominant in the conference. Him and I have talked about like even in track, any individual race he had. I don't think he ever lost one in the track. And that's, I don't know who could ever say that. I know that I don't think I can when I was an athlete. So it's pretty impressive. It was good. Brandon obviously losing just some leaders on our team, not just on the course but off. So, yep. But yeah, we're definitely taking our breath back in. And you know, the guys even, you know, they miss Brandon and some of those guys, but that's part of it. It's college. 4 years and you're out of here. So
yeah, for sure. All right, let's talk about the off season, and you know, like you said, there's no replacing guys like that. But what have you done to just continue moving and pushing the needle forward?
We brought in a lot of freshmen, both the men's and women's side. But on the men's side, you know, we have about half our team is freshmen this year. So that sets a nice precedent for not only this season but the seasons to come. There's an element of youth to our team that is we're embracing. It's fun. It's fun to kind of, even for me as a coach, like I don't even know who we are really yet as far as like on the course. I know who we are as a team outside of those things. The culture piece is set in stone. That's something that we've worked on since I stepped foot on campus here. And so that's something we don't have to worry about. And I'm glad for that. And that just is a testament to guys. You know, even guys like Ruben, Brandon, the guys that graduated last year that maybe weren't the ones at the highlight of your articles, but just some of the things, the character pieces that they've set in stone for this program. That's not a question that I have ever, or at least not currently for our team. So the young guys have embraced that. I think that they've been embraced too by our upperclassmen. And we're excited. We're excited to see what we are this Friday.
There you go. All right, let's break down the roster, talk about the guys that you expect to contribute.
Yeah, so one of the fun things is we've had some guys join after they started here at William Penn. So like Andrew Miller, I mean, he'll be towards the front of our team. He'll be leading our team this year in the racing sense. In other ways, too. He's matured a lot. He's showed great progression. I'm not saying he's our next D'Artagnan, but I will say the workout he did last Wednesday would have matched the times that Dart ran in his workout, the same workout a year earlier. And so in that way, physically too, he's just progressed really well. Right behind him is Brady McWhirter, who's a freshman, and he's joining us from a local Iowa high school. I'm excited to have him. We're nursing him back from a little bit of a knee hiccup, but just getting stronger every day. So it'll be fun to see how he progresses as well. One of our goals for freshmen is always just keep him healthy, and so that's the first thing. And if we keep him healthy, he's going to do some cool stuff. And then like our next little pack is three guys who are all returners, basically all returners, but Carson Springer, Gavin Huff, and Jordan Davis. And so nobody there is old when it comes to their experience running. This is Jordan's second year doing cross country, but he's a fifth-year senior. It's Gavin's really his first year doing cross country as a sophomore, and Carson's third year doing cross country. So great leadership as far as maturity goes of age. But that's where we kind of expect our five. That's kind of our five, and then Sutton Shively and a newcomer Walfred Morales from Ottumwa and Davis County and Ottumwa, and so that's kind of the guys we're looking at right now. But that whole group that Sutton and Wally, we call him Wally, they've got a great group of guys like Zach and Sean and Drake Ham, Kevin Vasquez, all the guys are kind of right there behind him, and so who knows? We could have guys, anybody could springboard, and we may have a whole different looking top 7 about every race. So we'll see. It'll be really fun.
Very cool. All right, let's just highlight a couple of races. We don't have to talk about all of them, but a couple that are sticking out there. Like, these are going to be really good for the team, and we're really excited for them.
Yeah, I think it's always fun for me to go back to St. Ambrose. Personally, I'm from the Quad Cities area, so we want to meet there. When I was in college, when I was at Olivet Nazarene, we won the first meet in 20-something years there 2 years ago as a men's team. So it's just special for us to go back there. We just feel competitive at that meet. It's a tough course. It's probably the toughest course we'll see all year. So that's another thing. It's just nice to have a gritty course early. Then the next one I would highlight would be October 4th, where our conference meet will be in November, but that's at Seminole Valley Park in Cedar Rapids. And so that one it's flat and fast. So it's a nice confidence course to hit, especially when you have your championship there for the conference. So it's nice to have confidence going into that. And then a big one is October 26th, I believe. It's 26th or 27th. And that's Blazing Tiger. We get to see some top 10 teams, or currently rated top 10 teams in the NAIA will be present at that meet. So that's just a highly competitive meet and big field. So just great place to grow, see how we stack up, whether as a team or individually, and just compete well.
Cool. All right, let's throw a bow on it. What's it going to take for the team to reach the goals that you guys are kind of setting here in the preseason? Health,
more than anything. That's the number one thing we prioritize every year, staying healthy. So it's 100 little things that add up to staying healthy and progressing. And so it's really just the day-to-day stuff. And some of the other goals we have, academically, character-wise on this team, it's those consistency pieces that we really strive for on this program. I mean, the men's team is 2 years in a row now. It's had a GPA over 3.5, continuing that trend. And so those are the things, that just it's kind of boring, if you will. But sometimes there's like a phrase that does not flow well, but like boring lives equals fast times is what people have talked about in the running space in the past. So not that we're boring, but we do the guys enjoy time together, and I think they do that well. But yeah, just taking care of those things, and then really just staying consistent throughout this season, laying a foundation for years to come. This may not be our year to win conference, but it doesn't mean it's not someone's year down the road. We can directly contribute to that, and so that's our theme this year: steady pursuit. And so that's something we're trying to be steady this whole season.
All right, great. Okay, once again, head coach Caleb Drake of the men's cross country team. They open up this week at the Central Invitational. Actually, you're at Central a couple times this fall, in addition to the other meets we talked about. So, best of luck, Coach. Thanks so much for sitting down with us for a few minutes.
Thank you.